There are times where the principles that laid the foundation for our freedom come under attack, and when the blinders of oppression try to shield the light of freedom. But history does not long entrust the care of freedom to the weak or the timid. For our country, its test of freedom came in 1812. It had been a mere 30 years since our young country won its independence from England. And yet hostilities remained, and after years of abuse from England, President James Madison rose up and declared war to prove that our country had the right to exist. And after years of fighting, the situation seemed bleak for the young country. England had sacked the capital and had now surrounded Baltimore. The cloak of oppression wrapped itself ever closer around the colonies, and all the toils of war for independence seemed to be for nothing. The last bastion of freedom on the East Coast, Fort McHenry, stood between the British fleet and the destiny of the young country. Outgunned, outnumbered, and outraged, the battle began early on September 13th as the enemy opened fire for a final push to snuff out the flame of freedom. For 25 long hours, the fort endured the withering barrage of artillery and rockets. The fate of the country hung in the balance as the night slipped ever closer, shrouding the fort in darkness, and with it, the hopes of the country. But as the day broke over the bay, a morning light pierced the haze and revealed a sight that would be forever etched into the annals of time. The fort survived. The star-spangled banner yet waved. The nation stood strong. Tattered and torn, the flag reflected a country that had endured its first test and proven to those who would seek to crush freedom that no matter the cost, no price is too much to endure liberty's sake. Freedom survived, and with it, the hopes and dreams of the men and women who had laid down their lives for the cause. The sight of the flag would be forever immortalized, and in the words of Francis Scott Key, "Oh, thus it ever, when free men shall stand between their loved home and the war's desolation, blessed with victory and peace, may the heaven-rescued land. Praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation. In this be our motto, in God is our trust, and the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave."